We already know about Adrien Bonaparte. He's leading the third largest army currently. Obviously, most of these armies are very much wounded, so to speak. Then we have a Ferdinand Blaine, relatively new general, but certainly not young. He's a steady under fire, so that gives us +1 to morale in battles, and common laborer, which gives us +1 to command when besieging. After that, let's move on to Athénée Josephe. Athénée Josephe. He's a soldier from birth. He's very young, as you can see, and already gained us very significant land gains in America. Soldier from birth, +1 to command in land battles. He's very young. He's absolutely incredible how young he is. He's only 28 years old. He's a good seat. This man is natural horseman and fearless to boot. He is mentioned in dispatches. This man's every military act is reported on approval. Victory is notable battle. +1 to morale in battle. So, what does that mean? Mentioned in dispatches. This man's every military act is reported on with approval. Then victory is notable in a notable battle. So he has a victory in a very notable battle out there. Victory in notable battle or two brings fame in its wake. So he kind of won few famous battles or a famous battle, and that's why he's famous. And these really good reports may be overthrown due to failures in battle. Anyway, in here we don't have a general just yet, because I fired one of them who ended up being a coward. He may just work in staff, not leading an army itself. Now we moved on further to Gabriel Delamater. He's a drill master, which gives us +2 command when leading infantry units, +5% to infantry units campaign movement range. And he's a confident attacker, +3 to command when attacking on land. He's a superior general, +2 to command land battles. And he is darling of the gutter press, +2 morale in battles. The free press hardly ever print bad news or unkind comments about the general. Repeated victory in major battles has brought this man to the attention of newspapers. Repeated failure in battle will damage this trait. In any case, he is famous. He is certainly famous. And guess what? He's in Muscovy. So our glorious nation of France knows about this general very well. In any case, let's move on further, and we've already been here. Okay, it looks like I have looked at it the wrong way here. Yeah, that's it. Looks like these are all our armies. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 armies in total. And we have a fleet. One fleet that's currently have up to 11 units, and he's 30 years old, our admiral. He's steadfast, +1 to command when commanding frigates. An admiral can employ techniques to prevent enemy ships breaking his blockade. This fellow knows many of them. This man has successfully upheld a blockade against enemy. Confident admiral, +1 to command in sea battles. This man has good grasp of naval tactics. Alright, so far so good. Let's keep up the pace. As you can see, we have one large ship. However, this ship is not general ship, because I would like that ship to be in battles themselves. Alright, now that that's done, let's move on further. And that's it. I'll probably have to make sure that that fleet right there is disbanded, because we don't really need it. We don't need to pay for it. So that looks like a bunch of raiders, or at least those few brigades will try to take over a settlement from us. The Russians are moving out of Moscow. Where will this lead? It looks like they want to cross the bridge and they want to fight us here. It looks like that gives us something. Okay, it looks like this army of mine is a little bit too weak to fight him. I'm going to order a retreat here, and it looks like the Russians were right. We cannot win this battle effectively. I'll better make sure that this army reinforces before it moves out and fights further. Most of my armies made significant successes, but it's unclear. If they could do this without significant reinforcements. Now the Russians will try to move into my land, which is bad. That's due to the fact that they have taken one of the settlements out there. However, I was expecting that I'll lose that settlement if I'll be fighting the Russians in Finland there. Okay, look at that. Denmark decides to move up with everything it got from the city there and fight us further. I think I like this engagement. I think I'll cut them to pieces here. in the port city there, they have an army that already lost a battle recently, and it's quite badly damaged. The one that's coming from the city, it's not a full army, and even a little bit damaged. Let's move on to them and let's just try as quickly as possible make sure that they're all left with the bayonet in their bones, in their torso, because that force is certainly capable of winning, but not when they're divided and we are charging at that divided force separately with the bayonet charge. Okay. At any point in time, the enemy may start to pour in reinforcements. It looks like the horsemen will soon show up. First of all, I'm going to send a few brigades from a side here to attack their artillery positions. The rest need to just as much as possible and as quickly as possible march on to the rest of them. Now look at that, their cavalry here is making an effort. Yeah, it looks like it's a success, and but having the engagement the way we wanted to have, I'm very glad that the Danish have decided to do exactly that and march out, because they're divided. Now they probably didn't want to leave their men in arms there in the port city and decided to with whatever they were left with, do this counterattack, because I suspect that they saw this as a massacre and a certain defeat if, for any reason, we defeat the leftovers or their army in the port city and with the reinforcements come at Copenhagen. They just decided to crush us here, now, and ooh, look at that grave shot right there. This has left many dead. So that was one of the engagements there. In any case, it looks like we have exactly what we want. And I may as well turn my troops around now. This guy right here, our general, may as well target some of the remaining troops. However, there's nothing really to target. These are mostly horsemen there, with some infantry. So we could as well just kind of attack that infantry there. Now the reinforcements are coming, as you can see here. They are certainly on their way, and I'm rushing my troops to form up a line, and from that line I'll be able to move my troops a little bit better. In here, as you can see, I've managed to do a good shot on those horsemen there. So first of all, we have eager and active troops. I would like them to be a little bit better, a little bit fresher. Okay, but eager is gonna do just fine. Okay, it looks like they're fresh, as you can see, which pretty much means they are ready to fight. They're not tired. Their morale is where it's supposed to be. It's all fine. Now their artillery here is going to start blasting our positions very quickly here, and I'm sending a quick brigade to engage them. Now here we did engage this cavalry unit. However, it looks like it's another waste from my opponent, and I'm just going to get rid of it very quickly. Now you go here and then you go there, so that we could successfully flank this. You go there, okay, and there, fine, and everybody else just march forward. I'm at the same time sending my general to attack this artillery piece. Obviously, if this artillery piece would get a good shot onto my general, it would be bad, real bad. The soldiers are moving forward slowly but surely. I see the Danish troops are moving forward too, and they're not nearly as numerous as one would expect, which will certainly give us the advantage that we need. These artillerymen there are in trouble. Obviously they are getting some nice hits on my line there, but it's not going to last for long now. They probably won't even be able to reload in time. Look at that, my cavalrymen got slowed down just before the charge, and that's it. Let's get the troops in, and is pretty much done. Okay, that wasn't the only cavalry unit, no doubts about that. And we're already able to engage some of their separated brigades here. As you can see, some of these are not even going to start fighting us, which is good, very good. Let's get in a position here. I want them to run. I want them to run, and I want them separated onto two sides. And I want them on the offensive. It looks like there is nothing to fight here, really. So that's the Denmark troops. Will they land the shot? Yeah, they landed the shot, but we're here and we're just going to start fighting into them. Done. Let us engage them further. Successfully, surprisingly for us, we are making an effortless push. Enemy troops are simply routing. Absolutely incredible for us. As you can see, they're just running. And their offensive here from Copenhagen has been a complete disaster, another complete disaster, and we are just going to get rid of all of them now. Look at that, what's that? It seems that some of the troops did go back. So I think that's the only fighting brigade that the Denmark currently holds in the entire area there. And we have at least two that are going to successfully fight them. I'm going to order my troops to shoot at them. Maybe I won't even have to. Okay, let's just spread them here. Probably I won't even have to shoot. The Denmark soldiers are not going to be able to. Oh, look at that, more of them got back. Would you believe this? In any case, it's bad, it's real bad. Okay, I'll just do this the right way. Let's just go at it. Let's just get rid of these troops first, before we move on further. Besides that, what do we have left with here? Not much. And in here, we successfully surrounded. Now this 11th Regiment of Footline Infantry, led by the Denmark generals, has been not bad at all. Let's spread the troops, and I want them to shoot. So, what do we have here? They are all going to stretch into their typical formation here, and they'll start shooting, and as you can see, Denmark soldiers will start falling. Yeah, not only that, they are going to start retreating, and that's pretty much all over. It looks like my army is not going to be pressured too much by the Denmark troops anymore. For no longer. We'll just get rid of them